Laura Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I'm going to show you how I make my pasta e patate, which is just very simple Italian potato soup. I grew up eating it. It's one of my absolute staples, especially in the winter months, because, you know, I'll admit I live on soups in the winter, and I love it. This is super simple and easy. It just requires a handful of ingredients, things you probably already have on hand, which are just some diced potatoes that I've peeled, some carrots, onions, celery, some small shaped pasta, some tomato puree, or you can use leftover marinara sauce, fresh tomatoes, any kind of tomato product except things like ketchup or tomato-based barbecue sauce. I don't know, you don't want to use any of that. You're also going to need extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper, some water, or you can use stock. And to finish it off, we're going to finish it with some freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano and fresh basil. This is so good. Okay, so now that I'm already prepped, let's go over to the stove and start cooking. I have a large soup pan over medium-high heat with about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Now to this, I'm going to add in all my veggies. Add them all in. I'm going to season this with a little salt. And now I'm just going to give this a stir. Now I'm not going to season it with pepper because traditionally you're supposed to grate freshly ground black pepper at the very end as you serve it, because it just makes it, I don't know why, it's just, I don't know, it is what it is. So, you're going to let this cook for about 5 to 7 minutes or until the veggies start to cook down and develop a little bit of color around the edges. This has been cooking for about 7 minutes. Perfect. Now I'm going to add in my water. You can also add stock. I mean, it's totally up to you. Gotta stir. My tomato puree. Here we go. Mix that together. And now you're going to let this cook 45 minutes to an hour. Whenever the potatoes are really, really tender, to the point that they're falling apart. And then I'll show you what the next step is going to be. After 45 minutes, this is exactly what it should look like. It's nice and thick. Perfect. Now we're going to add in our shortcut pasta. I'll add the whole thing. Now, this is supposed to be extremely thick, kind of like a pasta fazool. It's not supposed to be like a liquidy soup. It's going to be like, it's like almost like stew consistency. I'm going to add in some fresh basil leaves. Must add some fresh basil. Oh, no, pepper goes later. What was I thinking? A little bit more salt. Give this a stir. And cook this until the pasta is nice and tender, about 9 to 10 minutes. And then we'll serve it up. This looks perfect. Now, it should be eaten really thick, but if you want it a bit more loose, you can just add more water. It's totally up to you. I mean, to each his own, but this is just the way I love it. It's the way I grew up eating it. Parmigiano Reggiano. Yeah. Oh yeah. Freshly ground black pepper. Gorgeous. Smells like home. Mix it all in. Really hot. Taste of my childhood, right here. Timer went off. Oh well, time to eat. Now, my favorite way of eating this is cold out of the fridge. It gets really, really nice and thick. It's divine. I love to eat this cold, warm, hot, who cares? I'm going back for more, and if you want to get this recipe and others, go to www.laurinthekitchen.com, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.